Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round one of the DRIFTMASTERS European Championship. The first full season in nearly 3 years. The anticipation has never been higher. The grid has never been more ready.
What is up, everybody? We are here in Mondello Park. It's a wet Mondello Park, but we're back filming, back with a vlog series, ready for round one of the DRIFTMASTERS Championship. It's been a while since we've done a proper video, so we're back and hopefully going to film the whole championship this year, a vlog at each event, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. But we're back filming, back at a home event, back something what we're really excited about. You know, it's always an unbelievable feeling to drive in front of a packed Mondello Park. We're here in the garages. As you can see, the team are starting to work on the cars. We can go in and have a quick look in a second, but yeah, I just want to say thank you for the support. You know, the amount of times we've got asked, are we doing the vlog series this year or are we not? But we're glad that we're back filming for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Gonna go in, catch up with Jack, and yeah, see how the guys are getting on. As I said, it's Friday practice, it's wet, not sure how many laps we're going to get in today, but the most important thing is we're here, the cars are ready, and we're ready to fight this weekend for a good result. So Jack, we're here, Mondello, back for another year of madness.
Raining.
I know, I just said that in the intro, of course it's raining, but it's only Friday practice, so we're hoping that the rain is done today.
Yeah, by looking at it, it seems that like maybe we actually might get like a semi-dry practice this evening, and then maybe, well,
once it's dry tomorrow and the day after, I don't really care. It can be wet today if I want to do that, but
at least everything is ready and we're actually prepared for one. And all that has been done is tyres for because usually at this time of the event we're finishing off all of the technical stuff like the fire extinguishers and all that kind of thing. So
yeah, both cars passed technical inspection, ready to rock. So feeling good. How are you feeling?
Yeah, grand. Just
forward to it?
Hate the standing around. You get more nervous every second that you stay standing. So.
But yeah, no, things are good. I think it's been a decent off-season. We've got a lot of driving in and practice day cars, which is exciting. The first time kind of ever we've got the opportunity to do that. So
yeah, no, it's been a good winter to be fair. Like hopefully we can jump in and take to it, hopefully normal, and push hard from the get-go.
Yeah, I was just saying, obviously it's an unbelievable feeling that we're back at a home event. The home crowd never gets old.
It's unusual to start the DRIFTMASTERS Championship though at home because you know it's not 2 hours from our house, like, you know. So
I think it's good though. It gave us a little bit more time to kind of not look at it as the first round of the European. Kind of stress was a little bit less and we just kind of got the job done.
Yeah, it's like more of a feeder round to get us into it, but it'd be great if it was like a feeder podium as well for the rest of the year.
But yeah, if you want to walk in and have a look around and see. So, good thing about Mondello Park is that we get to use garages, which you don't have to be soaked outside with tents and stuff. So,
yeah, you get to be soaked inside.
All the water's coming in. So yeah, the cars are already jacked up, your tyres are done, more or less ready to go. The big thing this year is we've changed to the Velino tyre, which is now the championship tyre for the championship really. And as probably you know, if you followed us last year, we struggled a lot with grip levels, and Peter kind of ran away from us a couple of times, but we've changed to that tyre. A little bit frustrated that it's raining. I've never drove these tyres really in the dry at this car and stuff, so hopefully it's dry in the morning and we can get a bit of practice in with the tyre, because it's going to take a lot of setting up. The tyre is ridiculously grippy compared to anything else we've used. So as you can see, the team are here, tools, everything has been done, ready to rock. Looking forward to it. You too?
Fingers crossed.
Time to get to work now. Oh yeah, as you've probably seen, the conditions dried up and we actually got to get 2 laps in. Pretty happy. I actually think they were pretty decent, line was pretty good. Obviously we need to get a little bit more dial, but yeah, car feels amazing. First, you know, kind of judgment of the tyres as well. We were running quite high pressure just to get a feel for things, and we can work our way the other way now. But yeah, feeling good. It's kind of giving me a little bit more confidence that we know where we're at now with the tyre and stuff, and know that we have the car what can drive on it. So feeling good. Ready to push hard now and get it dialed, and hopefully get a job done this weekend.
So, what's up? It's Saturday morning. Yesterday was pretty good. Cars came in one piece. One or two little things wrong with Conor's car, and just some setup adjustments now this morning, and that should be it. Practice is at 12, so we might go up and watch, because there's actually quite a good few drivers that are really able to beat us out in the first practice session. So I think we're going to go up and watch a little bit, see how they're getting on, and to see how we can get on. And practice. When we tried to push a little bit harder, we only got 2 laps yesterday. We couldn't really get the setup down or anything, so it's time to try play with tyre pressures and setup and stuff, and see if we can get the car nice and fast, and go from there. But fingers crossed, it's a good day qualifying this evening as well, which is a bit new for DRIFTMASTERS, qualifying a day before the event. Hopefully we can get in the show in a way, and we'll keep you updated along the way. So basically yesterday we kind of done some timed runs between the both cars, and my car was that bit faster even though our tyre pressures and stuff were the same. So the lads are currently just changing, basically copying the setup from my car to make it identical. At least in that way our data can be crossed over the same, and hopefully we can make the car a little bit faster for Conor. But other than that, the only thing that's different is the wing on the car now. But personally don't think we're going fast enough for that to even be an issue. So just making sure the toe and the camber and everything is fine and good to go. My car's finished now, so just Conor's car to be finished up, but we have about an hour until we're good to go. So hopefully it'll be all okay.
So as you can see, it's starting to get pretty busy. Today is qualifying day. Jack went through setting up the final pieces of the car, getting the car as ready as we can, ready to fight, and rest of the team, family and stuff. This is the great thing about a home event. A lot of the family come, who can't come to the events out far, and the same with great friends as well. So getting the little shop sold up, hopefully going to sell some merch, and everything is starting to feel a little bit real now. We're getting excited, but I'm hoping the boys done a good job of setting up the car. We struggled a little bit yesterday with pace. Honestly, I was a little bit confused yesterday evening of where we were, so hopefully that changes after the first run today, and we know we're good and fast and ready to hopefully put on a show later this evening. I think we were just talking a while ago saying that I think a score of 92, 93, you could still be 10th or 11th now. So to qualify in the top 5, you're going to have to pull an incredible run out of the bag, especially with the level here. So that's what we'll be aiming for, but the end goal of course is to try to get a good result on Sunday, and once we're in the show later on this evening, I think I'll be happy, and I'm sure Jack will be happy also. But we don't want to finish at the back, we want to finish at the front, so we're going to try to qualify as high as we can. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan, but let's see. Now try to get some practice in before qualifying, and get the thing dialed and ready to go. First run done, pretty good. Definitely car is a lot faster now, so now we just gotta go the other way, maybe take some grip out. I got a little bit of unders here through the first corner. I just gotta commit more through the first corner and try and get it dialed. We're still a little bit off where we need to be for later on, so hopefully we can get it sorted. I think we can. I think next set of tires I'll go a little bit higher with the pressure, do another lap on these, and get back to the pits and get a fresh set on, and hopefully get it dialed in the next 2 laps. Yeah, so we just came back in after doing another lap. Another 2 laps, I think, since I was last talking to you. Pretty happy, struggling with a little bit of understeer through the first corner, so we will make some changes now and make sure that we can try solve that problem before we go back out. We broke the exhaust hanger and stuff, so the boys are fixing that now. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back out for the last bit of practice and get some more runs in if I can. So I need to get another couple of runs in, which is important. I still don't have the track fully dialed, so we need to get it dialed before qualifying starts. So yeah, hopefully the lads get sorted soon and we head back out.
So Saturday practice over, time for qualifying now, just finishing up on the car just now, new tyres on, fill the fuel, and yeah, hopefully it's okay. Practice, kind of got into the groove at the end of practice. We only got like 6 laps, so still not a crazy amount of laps, but obviously feels a bit comfortable, so yeah, it's time to try focus now and see what happens. And yeah, so Conor's fairly happy as well, so cars are definitely better with the setups, tweaked and stuff, but yeah, happy with the pace, happy with the car, so just have to go from here and see what happens. Yeah, so yeah, like obviously qualifying is a very, like, I think it's an overlooked part of the weekend really, so like when it comes to qualifying, you want to try qualify as high as possible all the time, like it kind of lets you have not an easy run to the battles, but it just makes it that little bit less pressurized, because usually the people that like if you qualify first, like you go up against 30 seconds, so you know you have a little bit of an advantage over him, as where if you qualify mid-pack, you're against someone that had the same kind of run as you, so it's going to be a tough battle from there on out, you know. But yeah, it's overlooked by many, but we focus very heavily on qualifying, so we'll see what we can do, and hopefully we can put in a good result, but if not, as long as we get in the show, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so practice is wrapped up, and yeah, feeling good actually. Last couple of runs were pretty decent. Took some grip out of the car just to let the car float a little bit more for the qualifying runs, try to get a good score on the run. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to pushing hard. Yeah, start of the season, down to 2 runs now. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of people here. It's great to see the home fans coming up for photos and stuff. So I'm looking forward to yeah, getting out there, putting on a show for 2 laps. Hopefully the car stays dialed. Get in the show for tomorrow, and yeah, overall feeling good. Everybody's the vibe is good here at the moment, so hopefully it stays that way.
Qualifying, what are you hoping for?
I don't know, of course you're always hoping to win the thing, but yeah, to be honest, if I just get in the show, I'm going to be happy. It's the grid, what's here, there's easily probably 10 to 15 drivers who can score at 90, so we got to realise that, got to make sure that you know, we can stay on top of things, just get 2 consistent runs in. Recalculate for the second one after the first one, see where we're at. If we're pretty high, yeah, let's balls out for the second one and try score that, you know, perfect run and try go top. But yeah, if we don't have a great score after the first one, obviously we settle it down and try and get 2 consistent ones. So looking forward to it, trying to get in the car now and yeah, get the job done.
Ian, we've been waiting for a long time for this, and boy do we have one hell of a show for the next 2 days. First driver will be one of the local drivers, Jack Shanahan, 22 years of age, current Russian champion, 2-time Irish, 2-time Brit. This guy has won a lot, but he wants to win this championship. He came into the DRIFTMASTERS Championship, didn't have the best of seasons initially, came back very strong qualifying the last couple of years. Now he wants that top step, but it starts here for Jack Shanahan.
It certainly does, David. He brings some serious aggression, as you said earlier. Look at this, the speed from Shanahan. He barely lifted off the throttle on initiation as he fires now into that outside zone 4, lights up the tyres, locks the front wheel, gets it absolutely perfect. Shanahan dancing with the white lines and the walls as Shanahan gets it to the edge of the circuit, hangs the spoiler over the wall and stamps an exclamation mark on James Dean's run and says, well, there you go, I'm back home.
Conor Shanahan Conor Shanahan finishing second in the DRIFTMASTERS, a shortened DRIFTMASTERS championship last year. Conor looking super confident. He was taking this car up one of the most famous rally stages a couple of weeks ago in Ireland for a very cool Red Bull media piece. Well, let's see if he can navigate this track. 18 years of age, 800 horsepower. If it makes any sense, it doesn't have to. As he throws into that first corner and fires it in. Conor Shanahan looking very comfortable here.
Yeah, very confident indeed, Dave, as he gets himself set up nicely. Look at this, on the throttle, a little bit of left foot brake as Shanahan looks for the wall. Nice transition back. Oh, wow, technical as ever and pinpoint accurate. Look at this from Conor Shanahan as he brings the heat and says, I'm still in the fight, boys and girls.
I think that might be it. I think that might be it. I'm not sure. I mean, James Dean had all the angle, but Conor Shanahan had all the precision.
So first run is wrapped up, pretty happy, scored a 92, which I think put us in second for now, so stoked with that, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting it, but yeah, everything just fell into place. Dropped the wheel on the wall and stuff, but it is what it is. We still have a really high score. Little problem with the car, which the guys are going to fix now, so if they get it sorted, I can go back out for my second run. If we can't, we might have to give the second one a miss and come back tomorrow, but yeah, feeling good. Happy start, and yeah, guess settles the nerves a little bit now. I'm confident for the rest of the day, so thank you.
A man who said, I'm coming to win, I'm not messing around. Jack Shanahan on the line in this incredible GT86.
Angry Jack Shanahan.
Angry
Not
Jack
happy
Shanahan.
that James Dean got a 98. Not impressed. Said, okay, 99, that would be perfect, right? He's got a pretty good score from his first run. He's got an 87. I think he's safe for the show at that. And when you see Jack Shanahan say, you know what, this one's for the fans, which I think this will be, you might want to take your camera phones out, hit your record on your screen, because this is going to be crazy.
This certainly will be crazy. Look at this, GT86 comes flying down, smokes at the top. Whoa, Jack Shanahan, big angle, smoke up to the wing mirror on that first corner, goes for that big initiation, a big entry into outside zone 4, and Shanahan means business. Big flick, big angle, he's going to go for the wall, takes the spoiler over the wall, as Shanahan gets to that second outer wall and across the line. Shanahan brings the heat. Ooh.
Slow down. That was impressive. That was the fastest anyone's been through the first couple of outer zones. The crowd are going insane.
I would love to see the speed through that first corner.
He came in, it was almost 90 degrees. Watch the angle. Look, that's almost 90 for a moment. Then to 70, keeps the pace. I thought he's in the grass at this point. And then, look at this. Perfect on the inner zone. Perfect on the outer zone, and then straight out to that outer zone. I think he was even more perfect than James Dean here. Watch this, full speed, no slowing down, no handbrake, and straight into the outer zone. That's no slowing down, ladies and gentlemen, no handbrake. Watch this, no handbrake. And then as he comes to the wall, full angle, no handbrake. Now that, no one's done yet. Judges' score is coming in.
That is almost perfect.
James Dean with a 98. Will it trouble James Dean? Jack Shanahan scores a 99. A 99 for Jack Shanahan.
Wow.
What do you... How do you beat a 98?
Well, you do it for 99, Dave.
That's... Yeah, well, okay.
I forgot. I mean, can he draw with him? Can he put in a 99 himself?
He's pumped though. He's confident. I mean, if you talk about confidence, that man in that car is saying, "Wait to see this." That's literally what he's saying to himself. He's like, "Wait till they see this."
I don't know if I want to see it, Dave.
Well, the lights go green. You have no option. Ian. Don't turn away. Here we go. Conor Shanahan through the gears and up over the hill. 100-mile-an-hour entry and a big flick into that first corner. Fires it in. Perfect through the first corner, very fast and out to the outer zone. And this is where he's got to be tight and technical, and he is absolutely perfect from Conor Shanahan, and lots of pace, no left foot braking, tons of pace. Out to the edge of the circuit, goes to the wall, touches the wall with the rear end of the car. Phenomenal run again from Conor Shanahan. Car is on rails. Oh, he's in the conversation, isn't he? He really is in the conversation now.
If you mirror image Jack and Conor's run, was there much separating, Dave?
I don't know.
Was there
a little bit more flair in Jack's run? A little bit more flair. But imagine tomorrow at the top 8, all of these guys are going against each other, not just single runs.
I think the only thing Jack did on the initiation was a little bit more angle. Apart from that,
yeah, I mean the switch back here from Conor, super. But this is, see the handbrake in, right? That's why I think Jack got that 99. He didn't handbrake in; he just fired it on angle, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone do. So let's see what the judges go with here. Is it going to be top score? Jack Shanahan with a 99. Conor Shanahan scores a 95 for Conor Shanahan. 95 for Conor Shanahan.
But that is by far the most insane I've ever flicked in off clip 1, like. So, oh Jesus, I knew from the minute I got to clip 3, if I could hold it from there, I knew it was going to be high. So, oh, that was insane. Fuck, amazing.
Epic work, man.
Thank you.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Cheers. Thanks very much. No problem, man. Oh, holy shit, I need a bottle of water. So, yeah, Sunday morning, just going to give you an update on what happened yesterday. So, obviously in practice we weren't feeling like 100% confident because practice laps were minimum, but we both seemed to pull it out of the bag for qualifying, and I ended up qualifying first with a 99. James was right behind us with a 98, and then Conor was rounding out the top 3 with a 95, so extremely productive day. Definitely got the cars dialed in a lot better and everything seems to be working now. But yeah, like what a way to start the season for the first qualifying session, so hopefully that gives us a lot of momentum to roll into today, and yeah, just got to sit down again today and see what happens.
What's up, everybody, and we are back for day 3 game day. This is the one what counts, this is the one what all the marbles are sitting on. So solid day yesterday, really good start, but now it's time to get to work. We have a big day ahead of us. The crowd is starting to come in. I think this place is going to be packed today, like it's going to be busier than we've ever seen, so I'm generally just excited. I'm ready to go to war today. I'm ready to push harder than I've ever pushed before. We're going to have to take down some big names if we want to try and get a good result today, so yeah, it's time to get to work, time to get suited up and get in the car and head out for some practice. But yeah, I'll see you guys during the day. I'm looking forward to it.
So, practice is just over before top 22 battles. Bit of mechanical issues this morning with us. Our overflow tank, like the catch can for the oil in the engine, kept filling and stuff. But we think we know what the issue is now. Conor's power steering stopped working, so they're just changing out the power steering pump now. Other than that, I'm first battle up. I think we have about 20 minutes before I head out, and yeah, car seems to be good to go for now. But hopefully everything goes to plan. We're starting to get a little bit nervous now again. I know Conor's definitely nervous. His last practice lap the car broke, so that's like the worst way to start your battles, to be honest, because you don't know if anything's actually going to go to plan, because you don't know if it's even working or not. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's going to be okay, and all you do is just drive on and see what happens.
It is an amazing, amazing time to be in Mondello Park. First round of the DRIFTMASTERS European Championship. So many stories already formulating here as we are looking forward to an amazing afternoon of action.
It will be Red Bull's very own Conor Shanahan to sit in the lead position. He'll be taking on one of his very own friends, a guy that he knows very, very well, Alan Delaney, one of our wildcard drivers. Dropped in for this weekend. I spoke to him on Friday morning and he was physically nervous, Dave.
Yeah, and if you talk to both drivers, Conor Shanahan saying, I don't do anything this weekend except win, and Alan Delaney saying, I don't do anything this weekend except embarrass myself. So that's the level you're dealing with here, because Alan Delaney said this is just a dream come true to be here, lining up beside Conor Shanahan. He's nothing to lose. He's going to throw this car in, and he's got about, 550, 600 horsepower to make that car work.
Yeah, and look, he said, I'm here for the fun. If I qualify, it'll be a dream come true. Well, he's not only qualified, Dave, he's taken on our third place qualifier of Conor Shanahan, and Shanahan has been on rails. But that car, though, not, again, 110%. Steering pump issues with that car in practice earlier on today. Let's see if it can hold together. The lights light up. Delaney goes for the jump off the line. A smart man, he knows the pace of Conor Shanahan, as Delaney now waits for Conor Shanahan to pick up a little bit of pace. As Delaney leaves the initiation very, very late. Not another issue in a car, I hope, as Shanahan now looks for outside zone 4, finds the white lines, finds the outside of that zone, gets a foot flat to the floor as he transitions back, looks for the wall. Delaney lost in a cloud of smoke in the background, going to stick to his own game as Shanahan drags the back of that GT86 across the line. There we go, Conor Shanahan now coming off the line to chase down Alan Delaney as they both slot through the gears. Down they come. Delaney's car starts to slow down, maybe not got the pace of Shanahan's. A very late initiation from Alan Delaney as Conor Shanahan gets into it, waits for Delaney to set himself up. Now shallows up the angle. Very technical driving from Conor Shanahan. He knows this car is gripped up to the max to hang with the faster guys. Now he has to try and balance it behind the slower Irish driver as Alan Delaney gets himself into the outside zone, but it's not shy of having Conor Shanahan painted on the side.
The results may not be his dream come true, as I think it's going to be pretty predictable, and it is indeed. Conor Shanahan getting the win and going through to the top 16. That top 16 starting to stack up now.
Oh, top 32 is done. As you can see, the lads are busy getting tyres ready. They're feeling hopeful they're getting our tyres ready for the finals. So hopefully we can make them work all day to get to the podium. But yeah, everything's fine. Cars are fixed again. Bit of steering, power steering pump issues with Conor's car, but the spare pump has gone in now. My car is fine now again. Conor's car is also fine now. So both got through our top 16. I had a boy run. The guy is battling and something happened in his engine or some mechanical failure, so I got a boy run. Conor had a good battle, a bit faster than the other guy. So yeah, at least we're both in top 16 main event. So time to see if we can just continue our progress now and just try to push on for the rest of the day.
Jack Shanahan is the fastest man on circuit. Jack Shanahan, the #1 qualifier, 98 points. You don't get much better than that. And Kevin Quinn sits alongside him, ready to rock and roll. He knows he's got a task on his hands. Or can he take down Jack Shanahan on absolute form? Thumbs up all round. We are waiting to get those lights lit on that start line, where we send these guys away through the chicane, down through the gauntlet, through this treacherous track. Dave?
Well, the atmosphere here is just electric right now. Two Irishmen to kick off the top 16. Mondello's ready. We're ready. It's the first top 16 of European competition this year. Ian, here we go.
Here we go, Dave. Kevin Quinn crawls through the start line. He knows he can jump a little bit. He knows that Jack Shanahan's the fastest man on the circuit. Shanahan fires in. Kevin Quinn's there. Drops wheels off the edge of the track. Oh! And Kevin Quinn goes wide. Drops 4 wheels off the edge of the circuit. Shanahan holds onto it. Kevin Quinn makes a dive back, shortcuts the circuit. Jack Shanahan on that perfect qualifying line through into the outside zone, looks for the wall, finds it, and across the line Kevin Quinn holds on.
Jack Shanahan will head on to his top 8. What a brilliant start for Jack Shanahan. Qualifies first through top 32 and now through top 16. Shanahan going into the top 8. A lot of the Irish fans here in attendance pipping him to be the man to hold the fort and the 20 years of history. And let's see if give a little wave to the crowd as he goes by. He wants to keep everyone pumped here in Mondello Park. He wants to make sure that everybody's ready to keep cheering. And Jack Shanahan hasn't been tested yet, but he will be.
Yeah, he hasn't been tested yet, as you say, but we are moving along thick and fast, and Jack Shanahan will take anything he can at the moment to get an easier ride through to that final four into the back end of today, and Kevin Quinn's going to make his way back to the paddock. We look forward to the next battle. And there we go, we're going to make it official. Jack coming down outside of the
well, look, these are two guys who've been entertaining the Irish audience for years. They're now on a European and world stage, and they've got so much support here. But it's going to be a pretty obvious decision from where I'm sitting as Jack Shanahan gets the win and goes through to the top 8. Jack Shanahan, one Irish driver into the top 8. We're keeping an eye on that story. And Jack, disappointed that Kevin Quinn, and I won't use lip syncing there, but very disappointed that Kevin Quinn couldn't make the second half of the run. This is what makes Irish drifting and world drifting so different, is that he's annoyed that his opponent couldn't give him a better fight.
Thumbs up all round, the lights light up. Here we go, they come off the line. Kavir knows he needs to get through Shanahan to get a taste of that champagne possibly later on today. Shanahan fires in though, he's quick, he knows what he needs to do, but look at this from Kavir, balances that car, gives him some room now. Shanahan deep into the outside zone, but look at Kavir, stands on the throttle, dials on the foot brake as Kavir finds the back end of Shanahan's 86. Kavir not messing around, looks for him once again as Kavir goes for the door. Can he get there across the line? Of course he can.
Well, Kavir came to play this weekend, and that was a phenomenal chase. Probably the best chase run we've probably watched all day. Incredible stuff. Stayed with Shanahan, of course. Shanahan on a phenomenal lead line there, allowing Kavir the confidence, and of course knowing how good Conor Shanahan is, he has the confidence to go close, and boy did he use that advantage, and he went close everywhere. They are going to head off the line. Conor Shanahan with the pride of Ireland behind him, and he has to go close to Kavir here. He has to try and beat him. He's not going to win this one by default. A safe chase run's not going to work here as Shanahan comes through the gears, and he is hungry, coming off the line behind Kavir. Very, very aggressive from Conor Shanahan here as he throws into that first line. Shanahan there, right with Kavir as they come through that first corner. Incredible proximity from Conor Shanahan as he throws it up onto the door in mobile one corner, and he's there. Shanahan right on the door as they come through the outer zone, and now Shanahan, does he make a big dive into the last corner? He does. Shanahan tags the wall. Kavir making a little bit of a move here with some pace in the car. Shanahan right to the back bumper as they come across the line. Here as we go here. So which way is it going to go? Who's going through to the top 8? It is a split decision. It's a one more time between Shanahan and Kavir. Conor Shanahan's going to be feeling the heat here.
He's going to be feeling more than the heat, Dave. He's going to be feeling Torana Kavir, the sledgehammer breathing down his neck as Kavir now dialed up. It's even more aggression. Kavir knows where he went wrong last time, and he can't let that slip this time. He goes wheels off track to keep the proximity. They transition back, and Kavir comes in hot. Wow! Into the outside zone. Kavir closer than before as Shanahan holds on. Transitions. Kavir gets himself caught up on the inside, but now makes the dive. He's on the door. He's absolutely painted on the side of the 86.
He's going to have to risk the car here and risk losing, because there's no way he can win this battle now. There's no one more times left. Conor Shanahan's got to go for it.
He's got to go for it, Dave, and he's got to put 110% in. Here we go through, down the gears, they come, big initiation from Torana Kavir. Shanahan now starts to mirror the angle, starts to mirror the proximity as they transition back. Shanahan now goes for the dive. Kavir deeper into the outside zone, better, but he drops wheels off the track, and Kavir starts to throw it away. And Kavir starts to throw it away, fires up onto the wall, and Shanahan backs out. He knows that one could be in the bag and done.
Well, you know what? Conor Shanahan put the pressure on, and Kavir did the hard part. He did the chase run, but when it came to the lead run, he went way too hot into that corner, dropped into the gravel. You can see the car hit 3 wheels and just grip up. And I think that's all she wrote. Got to get a decision. It looks like we have got a decision. It's Conor Shanahan getting the win. They've battled each other for championships for over 8 years. They go to Europe, they go to their home event, and they're looking across at each other again. McKeever versus Shanahan. Those two names have rung loud and proud across every circuit in Ireland and the UK, but now it's when it really matters. McKeever in a borrowed car, Shanahan in a working perfectly GT86. This is going to be personal. This is going to be one for the record books, and both of these guys know each other so well, Ian. There's going to be no backing down here.
No one's going to back down, Dave. It's not the time to back down now. It's time to stand up, move forward. Here we go, through the gears. Down they come. Dwayne McKeever on the back bumper at GT86, but he shallows up. Big error from McKeever as he takes the car onto the grass. As Shanahan puts it down like he's been putting it down all weekend, Dave. It just goes to show you once again the pace, the speed that Shanahan has. Can anyone match him? McKeever gets himself back into it just to put on a show, tags the door, and they both finish up the run.
You think that Jack Shanahan is going to back off here. We've got another thing coming. He wants to put a show on here.
Certainly does, Dave. Clean start this time through the gate, through the chicane. They come. Look at Shanahan, gives him the room to manoeuvre. He knows that Shanahan has some points in the bag. This time McKeever makes it through. Shanahan's going to start reeling him in now as they get into the outer zone. You can see Shanahan shortcutting the circuit down on that bank, down out of the outside zone. But now Shanahan fires through the smoke, coming off the back of that PS13 as Shanahan once again evades the outside zone. Shanahan's playing it safe. He's being careful, Dave. He's playing a calculated game.
He is, and after the finish line, he had no idea where Dwayne McKeever was. There was that much smoke. Who's going through to the semi-final? I think it's a pretty obvious one. It's going to be Jack Shanahan getting the win and going through to the semi-final. The big battles just keep on coming. Peter Vyansek, Conor Shanahan. This is one I think the grandstand's going to want to get on its feet for, because this is a huge battle. Dean's into the final four. Can Conor Shanahan eliminate Peter Vyansek? Vyansek's been unstoppable all weekend. This is a massive battle.
It's a massive battle, Dave. Conor Shanahan now knows the pressure. He knows what he's up against. He's battled Peter before. Can he do it again? Can he take him down? Look at this, through the gears, down they come. Peter stays away, gives Shanahan the room to flick across the track now. Peter starts to find him in. Peter grabs understeer. Almost straight lines through that part of the circuit, gets back into it. Peter finds the side of that GT86 as they transition now in front of the grandstand. Down they come, up onto the wall, but Peter's closer than ever as Peter puts the S15 up onto the side of the GT86 and across the line.
But now, does Conor Shanahan have the pace? Because nobody has had the pace for Peter Vyansek. But he has so much pace, he can often understeer off the track. So it's playing with fire in Vyansek's case. Anything can happen. They're through the gears, they're off the line. Mondello Park, here we go.
Here we go, look at this. Shanahan goes for the back bumper straight away. Peter fires in, no understeer this time, but he just wheels off the edge of the circuit. Now Shanahan starts to fall away, starts to fall out of it as Shanahan has to shortcut the circuit. Peter Vyansek fight to the edge of the circuit as he transitions back, looks for the wall. Shanahan makes up that lost ground. They get into the final outside zone, up onto the wall, and look at this as Shanahan goes for the door.
Results are in. Going to the final four is Peter Vyansek gets the win and goes to the final four. Jack Shanahan will go head-to-head with Estonia's Oliver Randalou. Shanahan will be the lead driver as the highest qualifier. He scored a 99 in qualifying. History made as the highest score ever recorded on this circuit. But can he take down Randalou? Randalou in the chase position. He has taken a big old run-up at Jack Shanahan here on the start line. Ireland versus Estonia. One spot in the final for either of these drivers. It's as big as it gets. It's as exciting as it gets. The anticipation and tension in Mondello Park is palpable. We get the green light from the marshals that the track is ready. Randalou versus Shanahan. Estonia versus Ireland. Here we go.
Here we go, look at this. Randalou goes for the back bumper straight away. Big initiation from Shanahan. Now, can Randalou hang with the pace? Can he hold on? He goes for an early transition. Randalou not messing around. He knows Shanahan's the man to beat. Shanahan slows down. Shanahan's off track. Randalou holds it together. And we're hearing in my ear, there's a DB from Shanahan.
Shanahan gives the thumbs up to Dean. They're ready to rock and roll here at Mondello, and Dean's off the line and ahead of Shanahan on the run-in. As Jack Shanahan pulls it through the gears, Dean fires in the chase position, and Jack Shanahan's on 90 degrees. Oh! Massive!
So that's a wrap. Not the result we were hoping for. Pretty gutted, to be honest. Made a simple mistake behind Peter, which cost me advancing on to the top four, but it is what it is. A solid weekend. I think we finished 4th and 5th, but yeah, to be honest, I'm quite devastated, you know, to see 18 years of history leave like that and not be able a chance to fight like that in the final. But it is what it is. We move on. We yeah, there's nothing we can do. We have 5 more rounds to chase after the championship, so we'll try to get the job done there. But yeah, for now we just focus on 4 weeks time and head to Austria, and it is what it is. But yeah, to be honest, as I said, I'm generally just gutted. I feel like we could have fought to win the event, but simple mistake cost me. Jack's kind of was out of his hand, and yeah, we move forward 4 weeks time Austria, and yeah, the next 5 rounds are going to be interesting, that's for sure. So solid, nothing we can do. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm glad that we're back filming, and the crowd who was here today, incredible, like something like I've never seen before. I almost cried at the end of the national anthem. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Take care, and we'll see you in Austria.